So we all know that Blue Ivy is the undisputed princess of pop royalty, but word on the street is that she is secretly turning into a total Hollywood nightmare, and the receipts were always right in front of our eyes.
Tonight, it is my...
Allegedly, Auntie Solange has officially had enough of the billionaire behavior, and she's reportedly calling out Beyoncé and Jay-Z for raising a certified spoiled brat. Insiders are claiming that she's saying that whatever y'all saw on the Met Gala carpet with Blue having an attitude when she was requested to remove her sunglasses was nothing compared to the spoiled brat she actually is.
To your elbow. Daddy and daughter.
Turns out, y'all were not wrong about the rumors that Blue was making major diva demands behind the scenes of the Renaissance tour, and that Blue Ivy is actually running that household like a mini dictator. But is Solange just being the strict auntie who is terrified of the billionaire bubble? Or is Blue impossible to deal with behind the scenes? Child, that's exactly what we are gonna figure out. First off, when it comes to Blue being a spoiled brat, Jay-Z himself said that he knows Blue is going to be the most spoiled brat in a special edition of Oprah's Masterclass, where he talked about what he learned about parenting from his mom. Like, he literally said, "I imagine I'll take things I learned from my mom and things I've learned from raising my nephews and apply that. I'll probably have the worst spoiled little kid ever." I mean, Jay himself declared that he was going to have the most spoiled brat in the world, but apparently it's gotten so bad to the point where Solange is allegedly calling the parenting out. And for us to understand where she's coming from, you have to look at how Solange raises her own son, Jules. The thing is, she has always been super vocal about keeping Jules grounded, out of the Hollywood bubble, and teaching him the value of $1. Child, I know y'all are gonna say that this backfired on Solange cause Jules has been all over doing the craziest things. Like, he literally posted intimate conversations of him and his ex, Sky Jackson, in a group chat. In the leaked messages, Jules claimed that he and Sky Jackson were romantically involved, but broke things off because she cheated on him, causing him to get revenge. Jules also said some pretty disgusting stuff, like how he got with Sky real good and got her addicted and then left her. Even recently, Jules was messing around with 40-year-old ex-con Tommy Lee, so yeah, I get why people would say that Solange should be the last person calling anyone spoiled. However, the truth is, she has always said that she would give Jules a proper whooping whenever she needed to, and she always made sure she taught him the value of $1. On the flip side, Blue Ivy has been living a literal billionaire lifestyle since the day she was born. We are talking about a kid who had a gold rocking horse, custom designer clothes, and her own personal stylists before she could even talk. Based on reports, Solange views this level of extreme luxury as a recipe for disaster. And behind the scenes, she's reportedly clashing with Beyoncé over letting Blue get away with too much. Then there is the whole Manager Blue vibes that the internet loves to laugh at, but might actually be a little too real. Remember that viral moment at the Grammys when Blue Ivy literally shushed Beyoncé and Jay-Z? Well, some people thought it was cute, but there were insiders who revealed that it was just a tiny glimpse of how Blue runs the whole household. Based on reports, Blue is used to having massive authority, and it's because her parents allow her to be like this. Actually, those manager vibes were pretty visible when Blue joined Bey on the Renaissance tour, with rumors swirled that she wasn't just a regular backup dancer, and allegedly had her own VIP demands, her own dressing room, and acted like the boss. Again, word on the street is Solange thinks giving a teenager that much power can be quite dangerous in future, because the Carters are clearly raising a very entitled kid. Speaking of appearances, when Blue stepped out for the Mufasa tour, a lot of people accused Beyoncé and Jay-Z of over-sexualizing Blue by allowing her to wear the strapless gown and makeup, suggesting that they were dressing her like she's a 17 to 18-year-old. People were saying that just because a celebrity kid has the opportunity to dress up like a famous woman twice her age doesn't mean she is ready to be treated as one on the outside. And that by getting attention and praise for how grown-up she looks so young, Blue Ivy is also likely to be picking up the message that pretty and worthy equals looking sexy for other people. To a lot of people, this was just another example of how Beyoncé and Jay-Z have spoiled Blue Ivy and allow her to do whatever she wants. And by the way, it's not just Jay-Z and Beyoncé spoiling Blue. Apparently, she's being spoiled by everyone else, including her grandparents, For instance, Beyoncé's dad, Matthew Knowles, said that baby Blue Ivy can be anything she wants because he is fully prepared to buy her way in. In his words, if Blue Ivy wants to be a doctor when she grows up, then they would figure out how to buy a hospital. If she wants to be a basketball player, I already own a WNBA team so she can play there. And if she wants to be a singer, then she would be very happy. Then there's Mama Tina, who never misses a chance to publicly gush over Blue on Instagram or in interviews calling her the manager.
My beauty guru and my manager, Miss Blue Ivy Carter, has instructed me that I needed to dye my eyebrows because they have little gray strings in them. And so that's what she's doing, and I can't wait to see the end results because right now I look like Dracula's mom or somebody. So here we go. I'll show you the finished product.
In fact, fans have noticed that every time Blue does anything, whether it's showing off her painting skills or walking a red carpet like the Met Gala, Tina is right there, calling her an absolute prodigy. Rumor has it that behind closed doors, Tina treats Blue like the ultimate golden baby. And by constantly feeding Blue's ego and telling the world she can do no wrong, Tina is essentially giving Blue a pass to act like a total brat.
She's a manager. She's my manager too. I know that's right. She's a little boss. I see myself in Blue all the time. She's a little Capricorn like her grandma.
Well, to a lot of people, the one thing that solidified the allegation that Blue is a spoiled brat was her recent Met Gala appearance. First of all, there's how they literally broke the age rule and allowed Blue to attend at just 14. See, since 2018, the Met Gala has had a strict age limit of 18, and the official reason was that organizers claimed the event is an adult-oriented fundraiser and not an appropriate event for people under 18. Apparently, this year, a loophole and an exception was carved out for teens accompanied by their parents, and that it's the celebrity equivalent of a PG-13 rating. If the parents are icons, the kids get a pass. Allegedly, the new parental accompaniment clause was quietly added this year, and they are even calling this the Blue Ivy Clause, because it feels like it was designed specifically to let the Carters debut their heir. Then there's how Blue completely refused the request to remove her sunglasses for photos. Literally everyone was asking Blue to take off her glasses, and instead of taking them off, she adjusted them. Beyoncé's publicist, Yvette, was seen approaching Blue Ivy while repeatedly gesturing to remove the glasses, and she even turned to ask Beyoncé to instruct Blue to remove the shades. Stylist Ty Hunter also got involved as well before Jay-Z made the same request, but Blue was adamant, and Bey was just standing there like she didn't know exactly what these people were saying. In addition, some people were also saying that when you look at Blue's body language in public lately, she always has this super unbothered, almost shady look on her face. There are some fans who call it iconic, but allegedly Solange sees it as a teenager who is completely unimpressed by everything because she's already had it all. Actually, insiders have reported that behind closed doors, Solange has allegedly urged Beyoncé to keep Blue more grounded, especially as Blue enters her mid-teens and starts navigating the Hollywood social scene. Honey, I don't know if Bey is listening to her sister, but truth be told, guys, can we really even blame Blue Ivy for being a spoiled brat? Like, let's be totally honest for a second. If you were born into a literal billion-dollar empire, had your own personal stylist before you could even walk, and grew up with the entire world treating your mom like a literal goddess, would you be humble? I know y'all could never. And the truth is, if Blue really is acting like a mini diva, it is 100% on Beyoncé and Jay-Z. They are the ones who put her on global stages, handed her a microphone, and built a massive bubble around her where nobody ever says the word no. And according to insiders, that is exactly the point Solange is trying to make. Reportedly, Solange isn't throwing shade at Blue just to be mean. She's calling out the parenting and looking at Bey and Jay and saying, "Look at what you guys created." Based on reports, Solange is basically warning them that by shielding Blue from the real world and letting her run the household, they are setting her up for a major reality check later in life. But what do you guys think? Is Blue Ivy just a normal teen living an extraordinary life? Or have Beyoncé and Jay-Z officially created a certified spoiled brat? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.